Welcome back and thanks for joining today. We've got a very exciting company that I've been looking at for quite a long time, and that's Redwire Corporation. So Redwire is in the aerospace and defense industry, and this is really a company that came together. It states that its founding is in 2020. It's got many different founding dates because it's really a mush of many small space type companies that came together under a SPAC umbrella, and then they've continued to acquire more products. Redwire really has become a consolidator and an aggregator in the space, and they're doing quite a job at this. Again, a leader in space technology and infrastructure. This is becoming a very indispensable company, and we'll talk a little bit more why. Satellites, components, sensors, solar panels, power generation out in space, launch assistance, to name just a few of the capabilities of Redwire. It's really quite breathtaking what they have going on here at this company. They just came out with their quarterly earnings as of the end of the third quarter. We'll talk about that briefly. And in the fourth quarter, they're actually expecting to have a very large satellite delivery to the European Union. So we could get some more activity to the upward side as that occurs. Again, they've been an aggressive acquirer of companies. They just closed on another one, and they've got more on the radar. They say that's core or tantamount to what they're trying to accomplish. This reminds me of some other companies in the space that have done extremely well as being aggregators. So they focus on both organic and inorganic, and they grow. The one other interesting thing that I find in particular, since I do have a bit of an affinity to healthcare and life sciences, is they have a very large portfolio of pharma development. So they take things out into space, different pharma experiments. They let them go. They bring them back, and this is another niche area for Redwire that I haven't seen as much of in other comparable companies. So the total addressable market for this is huge. This is in the multi-billions of dollars, and this is both from governments and from the commercial side of things. So very interesting companies. But let's take a look at the timing and see what Redwire has been doing from a stock perspective. Redwire, with a $775 million market cap, has had a fantastic 2024, up over 300%, with a share price of approximately $11.65 right now. It's seen a range of all the way at the low end of $2.68 to the high end of $15.25. So it's come down a bit off of their highs, but still they've had a great year. Now, when you look back at it, however, since it came public via SPAC in 2022, it's up 9% since that initial public offering. So this tells me that this company has tacked on a lot of strength, both organically and inorganically, and they have a lot of momentum here. And so if you get in right now, you're not getting it in at a price that's much above where it went public at. So keep that in mind. Revenue has been growing. So this is another very impressive piece of this. They are indicating that they're going to have revenue of about $310 million for the 2024 year. And they just reported in their last quarter for a 9-month rolling period of time of $234 million in revenue, which is up 30% year to date. So there's quite a bit of growth there. This is seemingly a good story that's unraveling before us. Cash to debt, they've got $43 million in cash, about $128 million in debts, and they're not yet profitable, but they appear to be EBITDA positive now. So they're trending in the right direction as they try to balance explosive growth and profitability. And they claim they have tremendous liquidity outstanding to them. I guess all things said here, in kind of a concluding statement, Redwire is another one of those cutting edge companies touching everything from satellites and sensors to to space solar to pharma tests in space, power generation in space. And they seem to have their tentacles into a lot of items. And this is a management team that is intent on growing and acquiring up small competitors, rolling them up, and then innovating internally. Seems to be at this price, seems to be an okay entry point, has my interest, and I think it could be a fantastic addition, not only to my portfolio, but to yours as well. This is another great long-term play that we could easily get in, hold for a very long time, and prosper together. Hope that helps. Let me know your thoughts and comments below.